Dear friends, this is Srinivasan, who is having more than 40 years experience in this construction industry, trying to present you a small presentation on Microsoft project tutorial part 1. It is a civil conclave presentation. In this part 1, we cover the following: startup, general data entry. In part 2, we cover working with formulas and lookup, group by function, changing work time, WBS, resource leveling and allocation, resourcing task filters, remaining part in balance. Microsoft Project part is a project management software developed and sold by Microsoft, designed to assist a project manager in developing a schedule, assigning resources to tasks, tracking progress, managing the budget, and analyzing the workloads. Project creates budget based on assignment work and resources rates. As resources are assigned to task and assignment work estimated, the program calculates the cost equal to the work times the rate, which rolls up to the task level and then to any summary task and finally to the project level. Each resources can have its own calendar, which defines what days and shift a resources is available. Microsoft Project is not suitable for solving problems of available materials, constrained production. Additional software is necessary to manage a complex facilities that produces project management. MS Project is a future rich, but a project management techniques are required to drive a project effectively. A lot of project managers get confused between a schedule and a plan. MS Project can help you in creating a schedule for the project. Even with the provided constraint, it cannot plan for you. As a project manager, you should be able to answer the specific question as part of the planning process to develop a schedule. MS Project cannot answer these for you. What tasks need to be performed to create the deliverables of the project and in what order? This relates to scope of the work project. What are the time constraints and deadlines, if any, for different tasks and for the project as a whole? This relates to the schedule of the project. What kind of resources, man, machine, material, are needed to perform the task? How much will each task cost to accomplish? This would relate to the cost of the project. What kind of a risk do we have associated with a particular schedule for that project? This might affect the scope, cost, and time constraint of your. Strictly speaking, from the perspective of the project management methodology, a plan and schedule are not the same. A plan is a detailed action-oriented experience and knowledge-based exercises which consider all elements of strategy, scope, cost, time, resources, quality, and risk for the project. Scheduling is a science of using mathematical calculation and a logic to generate time effective sequences of tasks considering any resources and cost constraint. Schedule is a part of the plan. In project management methodology, schedule would only mean listing of a project's milestone, task activities, and deliverables with start and finish dates. Of course, the schedule is linked with the resources, budgets, and dependencies. However, in this tutorial for MS Project, the word plan is used as a schedule being created in MS Project. This is because of two reasons. One, MS Project does more than just create a schedule, it can establish dependencies among tasks. It can create a constraint. It can resolve resources conflicts, and it also can help in reviewing cost and schedule performance over the duration of the project. So it does help in more than just creating a schedule. This it makes sense for a Microsoft to market MS Project as a plan creator rather than oversimplifying as a schedule creator. 2. Due to the limitation of generally accepted form of English language, where a schedule can be both as a noun as well as a verb form. As a noun, schedule is like a timetable or a series of things to be done or of events to occur during a particular time of period. And on the verb form, schedule is to plan a certain date. Therefore, it is much easier to say that one can schedule a plan from a start date, but very awkward to say one can schedule a schedule from the start. This distinction is important for you as a project manager. But as far as MS Project is concerned, the noun form of schedule is a plan. Of course, a project manager should also be able to answer the project related question as well. For example, why this project needs to be run by the organization? What is the best way to communicate a project details? What is the risk management plan? How the vendors are going to be managed? How the project is tracked and monitored? How is the quality is measured and qualified? MS Project can help you visualize your project plan in a standard defined format, schedule tasks and resources constantly and effectively, track information about the work, duration and requirement for your project. Now let us begin with the Microsoft project tutorial. The contents are startup, general data entry, working with formulas and lookup, group by function and changing work time, WBS, that is a work breakdown structure, resources leveling and allocation, recurring task filters, changing cost ratio tables, Marcos and switch resources pools, multi-project, other features of MS Project, earned value projects, reports. As these contents takes a huge time to explain you, for the convenience of the time and understanding, I segregated into 4 components. The first part we are going to talk about it today. Practice, practice, practice. That is the way you will learn the project, MS Project. Start. How to open a Microsoft project? When you open an app, it will consist of all these things here. You just go to the Microsoft Project 2010, click on it, then the Microsoft file is open. Here you can see the click on a file to get an option like save as, save, open, new, etc. This screen will appear as soon as you click the Microsoft Project 2010. Clicking on a new option, here it is a new option has been coming down. Clicking on the new option, you will be getting a blank project of a new MS project. Select a blank project. See, you see here it is a blank project. General so data and here. When you see these columns, this is a task mode. Here you are going to identify the task mode. This is a task name. In this column, we insert activities of task like excavation, concreting, blah blah, etc. In this area, that is the duration, we insert the duration of the activities, like when the works will be start and when it will be completed. This screens appear after selecting a blank project. Once you select a blank new project, this screen will start appear. See here, activity project A, B, C, D I mentioned. You can mention it as excavation, concreting, and everything. This is what we call as a general data entry of the project. Here in the duration of the project, you can mention 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever the days. And here you will say a start date. As soon as you enter the start date, it will automatically pick up from the duration 3 days, it will show the finishing duration. See, producer activities for X, activity B having a procedure 1, which mean activity B start when activity A end. This is a procedure. See, when I say 1, as soon as this activity has been over, this activity will start. When activity 1 over, then activity 2 will start. Activity 2 also simultaneously it can start. Okay. Here you can see, as soon as you enter, this bar chart will start appearing on your screen. Now click to select all activity. So the all activities will be come down. Changing manual schedule to auto schedule. Okay, here if you click it out, how you will do this? Click on auto schedule. This is here, you can see there is an auto scheduler. Click on the auto schedule button for auto scheduling. What is meant by auto scheduling? When you mention 3 days, you given a 4 days, that is a 4, 11, 14 is the starting date. It automatically picks the 3 days and will come to 6. This is what we call it as a auto schedule button for auto scheduling. First select format, then select sub format. Here you see the format column. Here you can see format and sub select sub format. Name on the bar chart, that is it will automatically come down. Once you say date, it comes with a whether it is a Monday, Tuesday, etc., etc. Okay. Select a bar text. You can see here there is a bar text column will be appearing it. Here you can choose the bar text. That means you can select any type of a shape like this, or you can choose a color, etc., etc. Then click on a OK button. It will automatically select the color and the type of the bar what you are choosing of. Now you go to the format bar. Here you can see the format. In the format, you can say it represents the name, activities, top duration and the bottom duration of the past. Here you can say resources name. You can type the resources name, whether you want a right or left, top or bottom, everything you can choose it. So accordingly, it will choose what is. Now you go here the Gantt chart column. Okay, just click on the Gantt chart so that you will get a more view. Here you can choose the select the button. You can see the Gantt chart. You can ask for a details of the Gantt chart, so you will get it. When you go for a more views, it will give you the more views. It is already we have selected auto schedule. This is the way the bar chart will appear. when you say more views, you can see a Gantt chart. When the time you click a more views, you will get a Gantt chart. After selecting more view, you will get a detailed Gantt. So that is a detailed Gantt which will have an explanation, and then click on apply. So this format is started applying on it. Now you had a detailed Gantt. It is a leveling delay, duration, etc. This leveling delay is depend upon what you are expecting the delay and everything. When we say a critical activities, because when you say there's a critical activity, this also be compulsorily has to be done. That's known as a critical activity. This is a non-critical activities which is not necessarily will say you okay, it will not affect your project. This is you can find it in the detailed Gantt chart. Now you want to hide a column. You can say this columns you want to hide it. Right click or drop down to select hide click option. For X here we hide leveling delay columns. Leveling delay columns we already hide it. This is a and the select hide column option to hide this column. If you want to hide this column, click the columns and go to the hide button. So it will go to the hide the particular column. To insert a column, you go to the page, here total stack, you can see insert column. Select a insert column option to insert the column. Suppose if you want to add here some more remarks or anything, click the arrow button and insert. It will ask for you whether to be a column or a row to be added. You choose that, so it will be get it automatically added. Down select and insert a column option. Here you can see that everything. Thank you for watching this presentation. Kindly subscribe, like and share, which will motivate me for a further good presentation. In case of any queries, do not hesitate to write to me. The response shall be at the earliest. You can contact me at civilconclave@gmail.com or at my Telegram group, Ask Srini Telegram groups. The link will be provided as below. In the second part, we will talk about how to scheduling the work, how to create the WBS, how to bring the project resources, which we will discuss in the next presentation. Thank you for watching this presentation.